She thought she was meeting a friend. Instead, she walked into a nightmare that no one saw coming. Mary Collins was just 20 years old, vulnerable, kind-hearted, and neurodivergent. She trusted people easily, too easily. In March 2020, she left her Charlotte, North Carolina home to meet a friend. She never returned. What followed was a chilling unraveling of betrayal, brutality, and a system that failed to protect her. This is the tragic case of Mary Collins. Who was Mary Collins? In early 2020, amidst the bustling streets of Charlotte, North Carolina, lived Mary Collins, a 20-year-old woman whose radiant spirit touched everyone she met. Mary was known for her loving and silly nature, often bringing joy to those around her. Her light-hearted demeanor and innocence made her a cherished presence in her community. Diagnosed at the age of 3 with 22q11.2 deletion syndrome, also known as DiGeorge syndrome, Mary faced challenges that affected her cognitive development and speech. This rare genetic disorder can lead to learning disabilities, developmental delays, and speech impediments. Despite these hurdles, Mary's determination shone brightly. Her speech impediment made daily tasks like counting change or navigating her neighborhood challenging. Yet, Mary's resilience was evident as she engaged in activities she loved: cooking, listening to music, and capturing her beauty through creative photo shoots. Her expressive makeup and ever-changing hair colors were a testament to her vibrant personality. Mary's trusting nature and desire for friendship sometimes made her vulnerable. Those who knew her described her as someone who saw the best in people, always expecting others to share her kindness and sincerity. The mystery follows. Mary's grandparents grew increasingly alarmed when days passed without a single word from her. It wasn't like her to go silent, especially without letting them know where she was. Living with them since childhood, Mary depended on routine and familiar surroundings. She struggled to navigate unfamiliar places alone, often becoming disoriented or anxious. Because of her speech difficulties and developmental delays, she leaned heavily on a small circle of people she trusted. That's why the invitation from Lavi Pham stood out. He'd told her she should come hang out, that he and his girlfriend Kelly Lavery had missed her. It seemed casual, harmless. They even ordered her an Uber to make the trip easier. For Mary, it felt like an opportunity to reconnect, but for her grandparents, the silence that followed would quickly unravel into dread. In late March 2020, surveillance footage confirmed her arrival at the yards at Noda apartment complex, but notably, there was no footage capturing her departure. Her grandmother, Mia Alderman, reported her missing to the Charlotte Mecklenburg Police Department, CMPD, on March 30th. Despite being informed of Mary's cognitive challenges, initial police efforts were limited. Family members took proactive steps by visiting the apartment complex, speaking with residents, and attempting to access surveillance footage. Unfortunately, due to procedural delays, crucial footage was overwritten before investigators could review it. Days passed without significant developments. The lack of immediate action and the absence of new information intensified the family's distress as they continued their search for Mary. The gruesome discovery. On April 4th, 2020, Charlotte Mecklenburg Police Department officers executed a search warrant at the yards at Noda apartment complex in Charlotte, North Carolina. Inside the apartment shared by Kelly Lavery and Lavi Pham, they discovered the body of 20-year-old Mary Collins concealed within a mattress. Her remains were wrapped in plastic wrap and duct tape and had been hidden for nearly a week. The autopsy revealed that Mary had suffered over 133 stab wounds. Investigators believe that Lavery and Pham, along with their friend James "Jimmy" Salerno, were involved in the brutal attack. Salerno allegedly contacted America Deal, an 18-year-old acquaintance, to assist in cleaning the crime scene and concealing the body. The discovery of Mary's body marked a tragic end to the search for the young woman, whose trusting nature had led her into a deadly situation. Events leading to discovery. Certain events led to the discovery of Mary Collins' body. James "Jimmy" Salerno, a known associate of Kelly Lavery and Lavi Pham reportedly discussed disturbing details about Mary's fate with a friend. That friend contacted the police, providing the tip that would finally break open the case. Police initially arrived at the apartment on March 31st, but despite a walkthrough, they found nothing. The body had been so well concealed that officers didn't detect anything suspicious. It wasn't until April 4th, after securing a search warrant, that they returned for a second, more thorough investigation. This time, they discovered Mary's body hidden inside a mattress, wrapped in saran wrap and duct tape. Her remains had been decomposing for nearly a week. To mask the smell, the suspects had used Cascade dish detergent and pumpkin spice shower gel, applying it over her body and within the mattress itself. The concealment was deliberate and disturbingly effective. In the aftermath of Mary Collins's tragic death, attention turned to the individuals charged and the theories surrounding the crime. The suspects and charges, Kelly Lavery, 24, and James Salerno, 20, were arrested and charged with first-degree murder, kidnapping, and concealment of death in connection with Mary Collins' death. Lavi Pham, 21, was also arrested and faced similar charges, allegations of premeditation. Investigators allege that Mary was lured to the apartment under false pretenses. Text messages exchanged between Lavery and Pham reportedly indicate a premeditated plan to harm Mary, possibly in retaliation for her refusal to participate in a sexual encounter with the couple. Prior to the incident, Lavery's behavior towards Mary on social media was troubling. She allegedly posted derogatory comments, including statements like, "You, nobody would want you. If I were you, I would want to disappear as soon as possible." This pattern of online harassment has led to speculation about Lavery's motives and her role in the events leading up to Mary's death. Targeting due to vulnerability. Mary's cognitive disability made her particularly vulnerable. Some theories suggest that she was targeted because she was perceived as an easy victim who could be manipulated. Her trusting nature and desire for friendship may have been exploited by those she considered friends. These aspects of the case have raised significant concerns about the exploitation of vulnerable individuals and the role of social media in facilitating such tragic events. Justice and aftermath. Mary Collins' brutal murder left her family devastated. Her grandfather had tirelessly advocated for law enforcement to take her disappearance seriously, emphasizing her vulnerability due to her cognitive disability. Despite his efforts, the initial response was perceived as inadequate, highlighting systemic issues in handling cases involving neurodivergent individuals. Legal proceedings. Kelly Lavery pleaded guilty to second-degree murder, first-degree kidnapping, and concealing, failing to report a death. She was sentenced to 25 to 32 years in prison. Initially, the family was outraged, feeling she deserved life imprisonment. However, the district attorney explained that if the case went to trial, Lavery might receive a lesser sentence or even avoid conviction. Mary's mother, Cassie, expressed feelings of powerlessness, unable to have a say in seeking justice for her daughter. As of March 2025, Pham remains in custody awaiting trial. He has pleaded not guilty to charges of first-degree murder, kidnapping, and concealment of death. James Salerno pleaded not guilty and, after spending 3 years in custody, was released on a $250,000 bond in June 2023. His release sparked outrage among Mary's family and supporters, who deemed the decision unacceptable. Advocacy and awareness. In response to Mary's tragic death, advocates began pushing for better protections for neurodivergent and disabled individuals, especially in high-risk missing persons cases. A grassroots campaign, Mary's Voice, was established to improve public safety for all persons with disabilities, emphasizing that justice for Mary is justice for all. Social media movement. The hashtag number Justice for Mary Collins trended on social media, drawing attention to the case and reflecting broader systemic failures in protecting vulnerable individuals. Supporters organized online vigils, encouraging participants to light candles and share photos to honor Mary's memory and advocate for change. Mary's tragic story underscores the need for systemic reforms to ensure the safety and well-being of vulnerable individuals in society. Final thoughts. Why did two young people brutally murder someone they knew, and who trusted them? Some reports suggest Mary was targeted after refusing a sexual advance from her former friend and his girlfriend. But what truly happened in that apartment remains unclear. Mary's cognitive disability made her vulnerable, and her trusting nature may have been exploited. Was this about control, or something more disturbing? As Kelly Lavery serves her sentence and James Salerno awaits trial, the community continues to mourn. The #$ Justice for Mary Collins stands as a call for answers and for better protection of those most at risk. What do you think led to Mary Collins' tragic end? Was justice truly served, or is there still more lurking beneath the surface? Tell us your thoughts in the comments below. And next time, we follow the trail of a seasoned hiker who ventured deep into the Nevada desert in search of a mysterious cave, one he claimed made his body vibrate. He filmed his final journey and then vanished without a trace.